My name is Eugene, coming from Ukraine. I am 26 years old. I'm a co-founder of 𝐶𝐶. It's been a great journey for me in Web3 space. I started as a Web2 developer, and since then, like as I said, like almost like 2 years ago, we started to cover like more Web3, smart contracts, front end. So I started participating in the hackathons. It was back then, it was Ethereum hackathon. So that's why I actually really love the hackathons. I love to help people to organize the teams. I discovered also a new field as a developer advocacy or developer relations, and yeah, it's been, as I said, it's been a great journey. And actually, 1 second, please. Yeah, and that's why I want to tell people more regarding how this field is important, and why, especially in the Web3, it's crucial. It's basically so that's basically the topic of my presentation. So why DevRel is crucial to the successful to the success of Web3. So I want to talk to you about how the importance of the passion in creating the successful startups, especially in the field of developer relations. I mean, how developer relations can help us to create the successful startup. Because yeah, so I will attempt to provide examples that apply to both large enterprises, small startups, so that you can better grasp the underlying concept of what the developer relations is. Yeah, so developer advocacy, how we can call it, or developer relations, is actually the role in technology industry that involves representing a company or organization to developers and other technical audiences. So I mean, the human, right? We are all humans, and we love to be a part of community. We love to be socialized. We love those community effects. So that we love to feel this sense of belonging to a particular community, and developers are no exceptions. It's even more we even more belonging to community when, like, in a particular way. We love to discuss to share the knowledges with the different developers, like, and so on. So we want to be like together and grow all together. So and developer advocacy or developer relations might be a relatively new concept that is grown and evolved over the years to meet new demands, devs needs, pain points, and the way the companies interact with their audience in total. Because we all build technical products, right? So that's why it's like really essential. And so the first DevRel program, like they called it software evangelist. It was invented by Mike Murray, who worked for Apple Computer's Macintosh division at the time. So his role included convincing developers to create programs for the Mac, and the effort that proved itself hugely successful, right? Because back then, there was not that obvious that people would go from like manufacturing, for example, to code for the Mac. So I see this correlation between Web3 space right now and then like Web2 enterprises. So that's why it's really essential to have someone on your team that would love to participate in this role as a developer advocacy. And so one more thing is I would like to discuss on this slide is defining the developer persona, because creating a developer persona helps DevRel teams understand and emphasize with their target audience, outreach strategies, and build stronger relationship with the developers, which is really essential. Our developers should feel happy, should feel this great chemistry, like be a part, basically to have a feeling as a team members, as core contributors. So because like this leads to move effective advocacy, community building, and product development. So basically those relationship is crucial, like building those relationships with the developers. Do you guys hear me?
Yes, we are audible. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Sorry about that. I just wanted to ask because I'm not sure if I have really good connection. Hopefully I don't have any interruptions and you feel me, because I'm so passionate about this topic, especially in the Web3 space. Because why I mentioned this, the like brief history of developer first DevRel program, because really we have the same obstacles to get those great minds, great like economists, developers, marketing specialists from Web2 into Web3 to make our product better, to make it for people, to make people use our product. So that's basically the #1 obstacle that we're dealing with. And yes, so hopefully within this hackathon, I'm free to help all of the participants to organize team to fit the particular role, to make sure that everything is working, and also to manage the team as well. Yes, so as you see right now, DevRel is in the middle. Why so? Not because I want to like emphasize one particular role, but because it's indeed really essential part of the team. Even if it's like huge team, even if it's small team, there should be either like DevRel department, like head of dev relations, or just someone who can contribute as a DevRel to make sure that everything is connected. Because, for example, let's consider 2 examples: marketing and sales. Because as you see, the project and product management team, the HR department, the product lead, the product owner, the developers department, marketing, board members, like could be also investors, because DevRel is the one who can explain within like easy, like give the easy example as like to the kids, to the investors, basically, because not everyone understand what exactly should be, like how you can explain what the product is doing, what's the main features of those projects, why do you have like unique selling points. Because basically DevRel is someone who can work with the developer departments, basically the programmers, to be involved in the marketing department, and basically to explain everything, to like broadcast everything to the board members, as well as sales and design. So let's go to the two examples. So let's say a company has developed a new product or feature that is highly technical and complex, and marketing may struggle to communicate the value of the product or feature to potential customers in a way that is easy to understand. So developer relations can help to bridge the gap by working with the marketing to create a clear messaging that highlights the technical benefits of the product. So they can also provide sales with the necessary technical training and resources to effectively sell the product to the customers, which is also like some companies, like most of the companies, are of course providing like some training sessions, like to help the sales to understand the tech part of the product better. But yeah, but that's still a huge problem. And nowadays, this dev relations like contributing a huge part to the whole ecosystem to make sure it's working. Another example is project management with the developers, which also can be a huge problem in the team, because basically it depends, of course, on the social skills of managers. I mean, the product and the project managers, but sometimes basically the managers having only one task, right, to make sure that the programmers delivering everything, and once they deliver, when they like track everything and it's delivered, their job is done, basically. So if like there are some questions regarding like who should be like who should change their like approach to the job and maybe improve efficiency, sometimes they just like blaming each other, developers blaming coders, the coders blaming managers, managers can blame, like, I don't know, sale department because they should provide more sales, and so on and so on. So there's like kind of endless loop. And as I said, I will emphasize it once again, the DevRel team in a tech product, the one person, one department is something that makes sure that everything is connected and everything is working as it should be, because this can help to streamline the development process and ensure that projects are delivered on time and within budget, and no one blaming no one. There is a great chemistry in the team. Everything is just working as it should be. Let's imagine we actually got to the point when we set up like the initial architecture of the project. We have the unique selling points. So there is like so let's discuss the key ingredients to the success of the startup. And one of the key ingredients of success, I would say even this is the most important, of course, in the world of startups, is the people behind the idea. Because it's essential to have a team of dedicated and motivated individuals who share a common vision and are willing to work tirelessly to bring that vision into life, just to make sure that everything is like delivered, and that the initial idea is delivered. So in the world of DevRel, this is especially true, because like building and maintaining a strong relationship with developers and wider tech community is a crucial part of creating and promoting a successful product. And regarding like the team and the DevRel, there should be a leadership role. There shouldn't be, we are the startups. So I gave a couple examples on the enterprises, but as for a small team, there should be like leadership role that will be okay with that. Someone could be angry on his opinion, but there should be like a person, basically a leader who would push the whole push the whole team. And that's again that's matching with what DevRel guy is, that what the DevRel actually means, the developer advocacy. Yeah, I'll just go to the next slide. And so about the passion and drive, there's also once again the crucial part, because for those who are passionate about their ideas, the thought of making a difference in the world and creating something that can change lives is what drives us forward, because it's what keeps us going even when the going gets tough. And let's be honest, especially right now in the bear market, it's especially tough because it can be hard to find the needed funding. It's hard to, as I say, to try to onboard those Web2 great minds into Web3. But coming back to the first slide, DevRel, like software evangelist, was invented by Apple in the start of 80s. Back then, 43 years ago, there was no clear like vision that Apple would become that we see right now. So maybe it's a wrong comparison, but compare Apple with the whole like Web3 right now. So that's actually the future, that all of us understand that. And that's why we also need to explain the whole developers, this is the future. We got the possibility to have an ownership of our assets, like, and so on and so on. So it's all about how to interact with all developers, because developers is like, as we I guess all understand, is like only one, and then not only one, but this is basically who the department who builds like everything. And sometimes they're not easy people to work with, and especially those like genius that are like as there's like, as some people saying, they are just operating on another level. So they have like different operating systems, and it's kind of really essential to have those relationship, and basically providing meaningful information to motivate those people, and like, of course, they will create something meaningful. And once again, about the obstacles, because like, as we all know, like starting a new venture can be a challenging and risky journey. It requires a significant investment of time, effort, resources, and road to success is not always straightforward. Right, so it's not guaranteed at all. But for those who are truly passionate about their ideas and committed to making a reality, committing to making like the idea, the goal into reality, the rewards can be substantial. And for those who are truly passionate about their idea, no obstacles is too big to overcome, because you have something that always drives you. You have something that you maybe will not allow you going to the sleep at night and just continue working. I hope I hope and I bet that all of us are working. I mean, used to work, maybe working, depends, I guess, on the age, but still there's a huge part of every tech guy that just sometimes it's easier to work at night. It's like, what else like drives us forward if not the pure passion and the pure like basically, yeah, the pure passion and desire to keep working and achieving the goals. Yes, so the reward, basically, yes, I guess I mentioned already couple points, but the financial success is not the real reward, because when we're creating something meaningful, something that solves a problem or makes people's lives better, like it's about creating a product or service that people will love to use every day, and that will have lasting impact on the world. That's also that like I think everyone's goal, especially on the hackathon purpose, like on the hackathon approach. I think that's basically the life is the hackathon. All of us trying to get as much as possible, building the products, creating ideas, implementing those ideas, set up a community around you, and that's a real reward. Not only like financial success, but like the whole community, the loyal, engaged community. Yeah. So just go to the next slide. I will basically finished with the one programming joke which most of the people will not understand, but that's like the part of like the whole programming world, right? The jokes made by programmers. So being a developer relations expert is like creating a recursion function from scratch. You need to keep building on your previous efforts and iterate on your approach until you reach your desired outcome, which is kind of true, because you gotta come back to see what was building right, and just keep moving, and once again and again and again, and you will basically it will iterate in a good sense, and you will get your like the purpose of the function back. And yes, true. I love that you like the joke, because most of the people like kind of you know, the programming jokes is yeah, this programming jokes are this like another level, this special memes, and so yeah, so please free, by the way, you can feel free to Vladislav, to share your jokes, your memes, programming ones for the programmers in the chat. I think it will be great. Yeah, it will be great activity. Just share the memes like regarding the programming jokes. Yes, so that's basically the end. I'm really passionate about the whole topic. Sorry about like some noise that was like previously because someone ring the bell. And actually, yes, that's it. That's me, Eugene, and that's my Telegram QR. And feel free to text me regarding any issues within the team, maybe managing the team, some particular even technical questions. I may not answer to all of those questions, but I will be helping with a pleasure, and I will make sure that we will provide you technical expertise as well. Basically, I will ask my colleague. like couple colleagues. And yes, and I will help with the pleasure to make sure that the product actually would be built. That you will have some great product side of the whole project, right? There would be something that people would use it. So yes, that's pretty much it. Do you have like any questions? Maybe.
Actually, I have quite a couple of questions about the developer relations. How you can do it proactively to engage with, let's say, external developers? What's the best way to approach them if they are not already in the community? Understand how the initiatives that you need to structure as soon those they are coming to your community, but how you approach them, I guess, through different initiatives like hackathons and such. But do you have any strong recommendations?
Yes,
if it's new project, let's say 2 or 3 initiatives that could bring initial access to a pool of developers?
Yes, of course. This is just as for the all people, make them happy. And one thing that is always helpful for creating great and strong relationship with the developers and onboard them to the community is to challenge them well. They we are tech guys. We love challenges. We love to solve challenges. We love to be incentivized for solving those challenges. So that's that may sound pretty obvious, but that's the thing. Just to talk to the people more, understand that they are happy to be a part of the community or the team, that they see the real value in the I don't know, that's everything. I basically kind of repeating so it means it relates to the community, to the product, to the everything that you are participating in. Even if it's chat for the programmers, even if it's chat group chat for the developers, and in the participators in the hackathon, it's still kind of the same. Any other? So please let me before an Apple one. Honestly, I can share you some great information regarding some other maybe in the past in the enterprises. There was couple great programs in Google. Google are really great. So basically they named the whole program as developer advocacy, because as I say, the Apple was so they created the term of software evangelist, and they basically pursued those ideology, and basically Google kind of changed that. And the case is the great case for us, and the one the most important and the crucial is the whole Web3 developer relations department, because every product, every chain, it doesn't matter which chain. So I would say only one chain right now. Maybe how to say, because basically as you all know, Ethereum, back from 2016, they have a huge community of developers, right? So there's, I think, some benefit for the Ethereum community to onboard those, to keep the developers happy, because they have huge demand on every aspect for a lot of product, but the other blockchains also working hard on providing the best. It starts with the documentation. It starts with all of the needed essential materials to study particular language. For example, let's consider the open network, right? The TON, because basically we build on top of TON network, and in TON network we had an obstacle, and with the basically it's not an obstacle in terms of the language, the whole programming language called FANCI. but it's inoptical to like kind of onboard developers because the community of developers were really raw. There was like not a lot of materials 1 year ago, but just see, like, take a look how we improved the whole community right now, how we helped to organize everything with the hackathons, with the like documentation, with the materials, courses. I have friends doing like courses, the huge course, like the tutorials for the functional C development. And that's basically like, that's already is an easy case. That's, as we see, like what Sui, for example, and Sui and Aptos with the Move also did, with the Move language, they also did a huge job, because it's kind of a new language. It's not that like it's not that hard, or there's not that different, but still I've seen some developer relations and they're doing a great job. That's why it's becoming more and more popular field, and that's why I was here to tell about this, to help you more. If you have any other questions, also, I hope I answered your questions, because I may not have, sorry about that, I may not have like tens of different examples, but I think I covered like a couple of them, and that's yeah. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, thank you for the response.